My 2000 accident versus Rich's 2021 accident. In approximately February of 2000, I was coming back from downtown Seattle area. My friend had a party. I was coming back on I-5 north from Seattle to where I live. I was driving my 1990 1990 Geo Tracker Jeep, hardtop blue, 5-speed manual, which I had purchased in July of 1998 when I moved to Florida for 3 months. Before that, I was working at a radio station in downtown Seattle for 2 years, and I had some friends who lived on the Panhandle in the Fort Walton Beach, Destin area. So I went down there with about 7,000 saved up, maybe 8,000. And the first thing I needed was, some wheels. And we found this guy who was selling this 1990 Geo Tracker Jeep, which I really liked. He wanted $4,000 for it, but the person I was staying with, we were able to talk him down to $3,000 cash. I guess he didn't need the money that much. I don't know. So I only had that Jeep for a year and a half. It was nice. I actually drove it back when I moved back from Florida to Washington State. Only time I ever drove across the United States. 3,200 miles. In 6 days, I stayed at Motel 6s, just like the 9000 series. So the bottom line is this. So I was driving home from a party. I was not drunk. I just had a couple drinks. I did not drink much back then. And, just listening to the Grateful Dead or something. In the right lane, I do kind of drive like a granny. Even back then in my 20s. I was 27 years old. 26 years old. And I was in the right lane up around Mount Lake Terrace area. All of a sudden, I look in my rearview mirror. I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. I saw just some lights just coming up on me like a freaking NASCAR driver. And they must have seen me at the last second. I don't know what, they were probably wasted. Some high-powered sports car. And they clipped me in the rear left. Right? And then my Jeep proceeded to do around 360s. And then it came to a stop, and I was facing south in a northbound lane. Right? It's a 5-speed, so the clutch kicked out. I was able to start it and get it over to the shoulder. Miraculously, there wasn't any traffic behind me. Or, if this happened during the day, I would have gotten hit by other vehicles. When I was spinning around, I thought I was going to die. So I was like, this is it, folks. So when I came to, started it up, brought it over, pulled it off over to the shoulder. This is in 2000. I didn't even have a cell phone. Okay. I was living in the Stone Ages back then. Okay. It's not like now where people are streaming all the time when they're on the road, like Rich and Rosie and Elbow and all of them. So I was able to get over to the shoulder. I had a flashlight. And I went and looked at all the damage. The back left was just really smashed in. Really, really upset. I was able to use my New Jersey strength. I had a crowbar and see the back rear left wheel well or whatever. You know, those Geo Trackers are made of plastic, I think. Anyway, that was kind of protruding into the tire, so I had to jimmy that out. And then I said to myself, well, I don't have a phone. It's pitch black. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to just wait around for a cop. And I just drove home. Woke up my dad. Said, Dad, I was in a hit and run. Bottom line is, called State Farm. They deemed the vehicle totaled. And I guess the Kelly Blue Book value, or whatever they gave me, I think they gave me about about $5,500. So I actually made about over $2,000 off it. Now, I would have much rather have had that accident not happen, because after that, my life went on a downward spiral, because every time I would get onto a freeway, I would start having panic attacks, which led to me being put on Xanax and all that, and which I'm still on to this day. And before that, I was totally normal. But I was able to get paid out. Now, the difference between that accident and Rich's is Rich was the one who hit the other person. Now, I've watched what happened several times. It was very dark on that highway. I guess Rich was going around 70 miles an hour, he said. Now, I wasn't watching the hangout, so I don't know if Rich was yelling at the trolls. Some people say he was yelling at the trolls, and he was distracted. I don't know. But even if he wasn't, that vehicle, I mean, there was no time to do anything. So I don't know what's going to happen. He thinks he's going to get a big payout. Who knows? Now the person that he hit ran off. So the person that he hit was probably either A, under the influence, B, maybe they had warrants, C, maybe they were driving under a suspended license, D, maybe the vehicle was stolen. It could be a number of things. Now, I guess all the trolls are saying, oh, they're sending all this stuff into Progressive and the cops. I mean, these people are dirty players, folks. Say what you want about Bergs. I don't troll, I don't dox, and I don't dirty play. I don't take anything in real life. I don't try to ruin people's lives. And I'm not a rat. So to sum it up, folks, we both were in two similar types of accidents. However, I was on the receiving end, and Rich was the one who hit the vehicle. So I don't know how much difference that makes in the whole payout system. But this should be a wake-up call, folks, to all you nomads, all you streamers, all you YouTubers, including Rosie. Because Rosie, when you put it in gear and go to Las Vegas or wherever you go, looks like you're going 85 or 90 miles an hour. And you're pretty much always live. Elvis is always live. Rich is always live. You guys got to stop doing that. And 9000 series, you know what? I just heard you. You've been live hundreds of times also. So that's the pot calling the kettle black. So I'm sure Rich will get some kind of payout. Now, he was talking earlier. I caught some of his stream. He said, you're all just jealous because the Rich life is going to come into a lot of money. Honey, I'm going to get me a 2021 Town and Country. I doubt that. He'll probably get around $8,000 to $10,000. I don't know. He'll get something. So that is my accident versus Rich's. Kind of similar, but kind of different. Also, it was 21 years ago. So a lot of people didn't even have cell phones back then, to be honest with you. And if they did, they were those cheap little Nokia phones. I don't even think they had maybe a flip phone. With that being said, Berg's out.